I'll just quickly give my introduction. Like I'm a mentor with the two teams. We are located in Greenwood, Indiana, and we have two teams: 8791, which is a green machine, and 8793, that is wire woodman. So I help them in programming, and I also sometimes give the ideas in building too. Now I will hand over to my daughter, who is the team member of high school 8791, and she will take over from here. Okay? And she will ask you all the questions.
Okay. Hi. I'm Karina. I'm on the high school team, 8791 Green Machine. And this year I was on the build team. And yeah, can you guys do a little introduction about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Annette, and this season I started a rookie team, Load Robotics, and I've been in first for the past 10 years, so this is my first year of FTC and then starting a new team. Um, and yeah, I'm like the team captain and also the drive coach and learning SolidWorks this year.
Oh, that's nice. How about you?
Uh, and I'm Ari. I've been in first since 2018, but this is my first year in First Tech Challenge. I joined Annette on the Lego League team all the way back and into orbit, and I've been enjoying it since then.
Oh, that's nice. Where are you guys located?
We're from Delaware.
That's nice. So my first question is, what was your biggest challenge in designing your robot this season?
Okay. So our biggest challenge in designing a robot is, well, this is our team's rookie year. Um, None of us had ever designed a robot before. I worked with Legos, and that's about it. So every single person on our 9-person team had to learn the skill set to build robots from scratch. Um, we all learned a program called SolidWorks. Um, with online tutorials just to be able to model our own parts. Um, I think that combining our combining our various skill sets and learning new things as a team was probably our uh, our biggest challenge when it came to designing our robot this year.
That's a good answer. Um, does your team use any like sensors to like detect samples?
So for our auto, we actually have two autos, but for our specimen auto, we use encoders for set positions so that we know exactly where our all our motors are at all the times, um, as well as odometry, so we know where to be using to go build a dead wheels, as well as a pinpoint computer. So now we know where we are and the positions of our motors so that we can pick stuff up off the wall accurately.
We also use our motor encoders for setting the position of our gripper arms, pick up the specimens off of the wall from the human player, and then also kind of a program to lift up the arm as we drive forward to collect the specimens. We also use sensors for our hanging. We have limit switches so that we hang with hooks attached to strings that are pulled in by winches, and so when the hook kind of seats itself to be able to achieve the level 3 ascent, the level 2 ascent hooks hit the limit switches so they know when to stop.
How was your guys' season this year? Did you guys like make it to state or worlds?
Yeah, so we actually won Inspire at our state competition and ended up moving on to the World Championship. So that was pretty awesome.
How was it?
We definitely go ahead, Ari.
Oh yeah, our trip to Worlds was fantastic. Everyone on the team was able to come, which was amazing, and we all had a fantastic time. We actually just got back from Worlds. Well, I got back last Sunday. Everyone got back around different times, but it was a really fantastic experience, and I'm really glad that we were able to go.
That's amazing. How do you guys like document your engineering process? Like, do you guys take pictures or?
Yeah, do you want to take that one, Ari?
Yeah, so for our engineering process, we set goals and we documented our processes as we go via pictures, SolidWorks files. We also take pictures of our whiteboard after brainstorming sessions and record all our spreadsheets from testing to make sure that we have lots of accurate and reliable data to be able to present to judges or other teams.
Nice. What outreach events has your team been involved in?
Yeah, so we kind of had a two-pronged approach basically to outreach. So one side was the more impactful events where we could really teach students about STEM, and then another side was just being able to reach as many people as possible. So I can tell you about the more impactful events, and then Ari can share the overall broad events. So our most impactful of outreach this year was going to Deep Roots, which is a local family shelter. And we did, I think, 4 visits so far. We actually have another one coming up next week. So we're trying to go monthly and teach the students about STEM, teaching them Lego programming with the Lego Spike Prime robots and letting them drive our FTC robots and just kind of get and know what STEM is basically, because these are kids who'd never had this sort of experience before. We also donated them Legos so that they could then build and learn about engineering through those. And then Ari, do you want to talk about our overall outreach?
Yeah, so Annette just described our more impactful outreach. We also had a generalized approach for reaching more people at the same time. We had a bunch of creative events such as trunk or treats for Halloween, where we demonstrated our robot specifically designed for outreach to thousands of people. We participated in Halloween parades and decorated the robot over the course of like October through December for all those major holidays. And in this way, we were able to reach many people at once, although less impactful than our events at Deep Roots. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Do you guys like have any like sponsors? And if so, like how did you guys like reach them?
Yeah, so as a rookie team at the beginning of the season, we had nothing basically, so we had to start from scratch. We made a sponsorship packet with all the information about our team and who we are that we could then go and share that with local companies. And then also creating a presentation that we could share with those local companies. An example of this was the Maryland Space Business Roundtable, where we applied for this grant without really knowing what it was or what it would entail. And we later found out that we had to give a presentation to a board of professionals. So we went down and presented to a board of about 20 people all about our team, who we are, and why they should sponsor us. And we ended up getting $2,500 from that. So that was pretty exciting.
Oh, that's amazing. Um, and my last question is, how do you guys like decide like who does like what part on the team? Like, how do you just decide like who does build, who does programming?
One of my favorite parts about our team is that we take a very non-traditional approach when it comes to roles. In our team, no one has any set role like build team or programming team. Everyone dabbles in a little bit of everything. Some students are more naturally drawn to certain aspects. I know that I particularly enjoy driving and programming, although I've been involved in solid modeling, outreach, website design, everything, a little bit of everything, which is kind of the same for everyone else on our team. We found that that's been very successful in Lego League, and as we moved it to FTC, it worked out just as well there too.
That's amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for joining my podcast. I wish you guys a good luck for like your next season. And yeah, thank you
Thank
guys.
you.